So I decided to go for bobbles on this granny square blanket that I've nearly completed. I've gone for a bobble border. So what I've done to prepare for the bobbles is a couple of rounds of single crochet all the way around the blanket to differentiate between the border and the granny clusters. Now I've gone for bobbles, so I just thought I'd take you through quickly how I create my bobbles. So I've left 6 slip stitch gaps between each bobble. That's just so that I can have a bobble against every alternate granny cluster of 3 trebles. So I've got 3 trebles and a bobble. There's 3 trebles, no bobble, 3 trebles and a bobble. So 6 works out well for me, but you can do any number of stitches that you want. You could do more, you could do less, depending on how wide you want your bobbles. So I've completed 6 slip stitches. So I'm about to do the next bobble. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll be working into the first loop of this chain 1 that we did at the beginning. So it's like doing a treble crochet, but we don't finish it off. So you'll see what I mean in a second. So I've yarn over the hook and insert the hook into that first chain just to the 1 loop. Now as with the treble crochet, we're going to pull that yarn through. So we've got 3 loops on the hook. Then we're going to pull the yarn through again. So we've got 2 loops on the hook. Now we don't, as with a treble crochet, you would yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. But that's not what we're going to be doing because we're doing the bobble stitch. So we leave those 2 loops on the hook and then we start again as if we're going to do another treble. So yarn over hook. Insert the hook back into that first stitch, yarn over the hook and pull through. Then we're going to yarn over the hook and pull through 2 stitches on the hook. So that leaves us with 3 stitches on the hook. And then again, we're going to yarn over the hook, insert the hook into that first chain, loop, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2. So we've done that 3 times now. That was the starting chain and then we've done that 3 times. So I want to do another one because that's the size of my bobbles. So yarn over, into that space again of that first chain, pull through, then yarn over, pull through. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the hook, which is the size I want my bobble to be. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through all the loops on my hook. So there you've got the bobble. Push in slightly with your thumb and then in the next stitch along we're going to do a slip stitch to hold that bobble down. So that's 1 slip stitch and there's your bobble. So we've done 1 slip stitch, so I'm going to do another 5 to make 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the one that we did to finish off our bobble. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to do another bobble here. So 1, 2, 3 chain, yarn over, into that first chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 2 loops on the hook. Then we're going to yarn over into that stitch again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, so that's 3 loops, yarn over, insert into that chain, and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, so we've got 4 loops on the hook, then yarn over, into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through all the loops, push that bobble in, and then slip stitch in the next stitch to pull that bobble round. So there's your first slip stitch, and there's another bobble. Now you can do these bobbles larger. You can continue doing, we did 4 extra, so they're like the starts of treble crochet. So we did 4, and we ended up with 5 loops on the hook. You could do more, so you've got 6 loops on the hook, 7 loops on the hook, depending on how big you want your bobble. You can adjust that. So I'm just going to carry on making these bobbles till I've gone all the way around the blanket. What I had to do in the corner, because it didn't work out evenly, 6 in between. So I think I did 6 slip stitches between those 2 bobbles. To get a bobble in the corner, I did 5 there and I did 5 there. So 1 less slip stitch. But you can just adjust. It's not, once you've completed your blanket, it's not going to be that noticeable. It was just to make it fit so that I could continue with the 6 down the side and still have 1 in the corner. So that's it. I will continue making these bobbles and then my blanket will be complete.